TCP is a connection oriented protocol. Clear? Basically, in any type of connection oriented services, each and every sending process or a requesting process wants to establish a connection to a server process. Clear? So, okay. So, uh, whenever specifically client process establish the connection or wants to establish a connection, it sends a request to a server process, okay, for establishing the connection. Through this establishment process, it basically establish or create a virtual path which is known as a virtual tunnel or a imaginary tube for transmitting the stream of bytes in case of TCP. Okay, so between these processes, any type of message is transmitting with the help of segments or a number of segments. So related to one message, these particular segments can use a single virtual path from source to destination. From source to destination. Yeah. It uses basically any type of connection oriented services use the three phases, which is known as connection establishment, connection termination, and between these processes it transmit the data, which is known as data transfer. Okay, so these three phases are like connection establishment, data transfer, and connection termination. Okay, uh, between these three phases or after establishing the connection, it may be possible that the connection establishment process may be reset due to any type of failure or any type of hurdles between these transmission processes. Clear? So come to the next slide. Okay, now I am admitting some students. So we come to the next slide. Okay, see that particular slide in which there is a client process or a server process. Both these two processes are the TCP processes. Clear? First of all, we have to study about the different client and server states. Okay, for example, if a server is running or it is in the condition when it listens the request from the specific client. Okay, so whenever that particular server is in a specific passive mode, that means it is a passive open mode. That particular passive open mode is known as the server is ready to listen from the client side. Okay, or it is ready to listen the client request. Okay, this particular mode is known as passive open mode of server process. Okay, that means that particular server is not uh, responding to a specific client service. Okay, but it is ready to listen the services. Clear? So and the client process, any type of client process which is ready to request for the service or a connection, that particular client process is in the active open mode. Okay, because any type of client server process, first of all the request is sent from the client side. That's why the client process is in the active open mode. Clear? So this particular connection establishment phase of a TCP is known as three-way handshaking. Okay, three-way handshaking mode. See, it is known as three-way handshaking mode. See, now the client process sends a segment. In that particular segment, it is requesting to establish the connection with the server process. Clear? So remember the segment format of the TCP, in which the sequence number specify the first byte number in a particular segment, because that particular client process sends the segment for establishing the connection. Okay, it has no data. See, the window size is empty, it has no data. Clear? We are using some specific component of the segment here for simplification of the concept. So the required component are the sequence number and the specific control flags. There are 6 control fields in case of TCP, from which there is a specific control flag which is known as synchronization flag. See, the S stands for the sync flag or synchronization field. Clear? As we know that synchronization field is used to manage the synchronization or the transmission process between these two parties or between these two processes. So any type of client process, if it wants to establish the connection to the server process, it first sends a segment which carries only a synchronization flag and the sequence number for the purpose of receiving the respond from the server side. Clear? So these two fields are important in case of first transmission of the segment, which is for the connection establishment. Okay, this is the first segment, which has a sequence number which is 8000. It is a randomly generated number. Okay, now whenever that particular server process is in the passive mode, it receives that segment. Okay, whenever it receives the segment, so successfully receive the segment which shows the request from the client side. Okay, so it accepts that request and sends an acknowledgement. Okay, see the acknowledgement number, that is 8001. As we know that the concept of acknowledgement number is whenever a party receives the segment with X sequence number. Okay, whenever a party receives a request with the X sequence number, then a destination party sends the X plus 1 acknowledgement number. So here it receives the 8000 sequence number segment. So it sends the acknowledgement number which is 8001. It shows that that particular segment which shows the request from the client side to establish the connection, that particular request is received successfully by the server process. Clear? Now see that particular sequence number from the server process segment. Okay, that sequence number is again randomly generated because it is the first segment sent by the server. Okay, it could be anything, okay, other than this 8000 or 8001. Clear? So it is, for example, 15,000. Clear? Now see the other contents of this segment. Again, acknowledgement flag is set in that particular response segment because it sends the acknowledgement also here. Clear? Note that that particular synchronization flags or synchronization segment does not contain any data. It is only for establishing the connection. Clear? Now again, that sending process sends the synchronization 1 or sync 1 from the other side to confirm the connection. Clear? And the acknowledgement flag is set because it's sending the acknowledgement of previously received segment. Clear? Now Here the important component is the server sends the advertisement with the help of window size. Okay, advertisement of its buffer, which is known as receiving window size. RWND stands for window size. Here the window size in case of TCP segment format is the receiver's window size. How much the particular receiving process receives the data. It shows with the help of receiving window size. This is basically the advertisement from the receiver side. Okay, the capacity of the server process is the 5000 bytes. Clear? Whenever this particular second sync 1 statement is received by the client process, now it confirms that particular connection by sending the acknowledgement segment again. Okay, now see the sequence number. The scope of this 8000 sequence number consecutive with the acknowledgement number, that is 8001, that is the scope of the 8000 sequence number. Now the scope of the sequence number is ended here after receiving the segment number 8000 by the server. Okay, so it again uses the same sequence number because it completely utilized that sequence number segment. Okay, now the acknowledgement number for this segment is 15001. See why it is 15001? Because it sends the segment or it receives the segment from the server side which is having the sequence number 15000. Okay, that's why it has an acknowledgement number 15001 in its response or in its acknowledgement segment. So this second acknowledgement is from the client side, which shows the three-way handshaking or three-way handshaking connection establishment phase of the client and server processes. Clear? Now again, your client process also advertise its window size, which is the 10,000. Clear? Why the client also advertise its window? Because the TCP is the full duplex communication process, or it provides the feature of full duplex communication. That's why with acknowledgement the data part, that particular client process also sends the data portion. Clear? So this is basically the three-way handshaking. This is basically the three-way handshaking process for establishing the connection. Clear? Now this is the explanation of this particular slide. Okay. I'm again repeating, if any client process wants to communicate with any server process, first of all, client would be in the active open state and server would be in passive open state. Okay. The word passive means currently the particular server process not dealing with any client process, but it is ready to listen the request from the client. Okay. These two sync segments are used for synchronization of request and response processes from client to server and server to client. Okay, so which type of particular flag would be set in this segment? Only the sync flag, because it is the first segment from the client side and it sends the acknowledgement field or acknowledgement flag because it receives the segment successfully. Okay, now it sends the request for another segment and it sends the synchronization one. Okay, sync one, that is the sync and sync one, which is corresponding to this sync. Clear? Whenever this sync one is received by the client, it sends the successful receiving of that particular sync one segment with the help of this acknowledgement segment. Okay, so this process is known as three-way handshaking process. Okay, from this process, these two particular client processes are ready for transferring the data. Clear? That is the connection establishment phase of TCP. Remember, the TCP uses three-way handshaking process for establishing the connection. Now, the number system used by specific segment type is A sync segment cannot carry data, but it consumes one sequence number. See, that is only a sync segment. No data, no other acknowledgement field is used, but it consumes one sequence number. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay. A sync segment cannot carry data, but it consumes one sequence number, as we uh, seen in the previous slide. Now, the second segment, which is sent by the server process, it is a type of a sync plus acknowledgement segment. It cannot carry data, but it does consume one sequence number. Again, whenever the particular TCP process uses the sync statement, it consumes the sequence number, but it does not carry any type of data. See that. It sends the sync plus acknowledgement, but it does not carry any type of data. This is the rule in case of three-way handshaking. Okay. Now, an acknowledgement segment, if carrying no data, it consumes no sequence number. Okay, this particular sequence number is used by the another segment for the transmission of the data also. Okay, now the second phase of the TCP is data transfer phase. Clear? The second phase of TCP is the data transfer phase. After establishing the connection, it uses that particular connection for transferring the data. See that particular timeline between client and server. See the first segment. Okay, you can imagine that particular TCP segment which we studied in previous class. Okay, sequence number, we can avoid the source port number and destination port number field for simplicity, and other part because uh, the use of that particular field are for other purposes, for explaining the data transfer or the connection establishment phase or termination phase. We are using the sequence number, acknowledgement number, window size, and other control flags. Okay, so see that particular first segment, it has a sequence number 8001. Okay, in continue to that particular connection establishment phase. See, okay, it is 8000. Okay, now it expects the 8001 sequence number, so it sends the 8001. Clear? Now the acknowledgement number is 15001 because it receives the 15,000 segment from the server process. So in continuation to that particular connection establishment phase. Clear? Now it sets two flags or two fields, control fields. One is the acknowledgement and one is the push. That means the particular push flag uses whenever it accepts the data from the application layer, create the segment and transmit it immediately without waiting to create a maximum size of segment. Okay, so it uses the push flag. It shows only the use of flags. Okay, now see the particular data size, data portion. Okay, here the data portion contains bytes from 8001 to 9000. See, what is the meaning of sequence number? The first byte number in a particular segment. And what is the first byte number? Which is the 8001. So this particular segment contains the 1000 bytes. Clear? it sends this segment to that particular server. In continuation to it sends another segment starting from the 9001, because the first segment contains 9000 as a last byte. So the next sequence number for the next segment is 9001. Here in continuation to the previous segment. And the acknowledgement number is again repetitive because it does not receive, or it not received yet, another segment from the server side. Okay. Now, whenever it starts sending the segment, it start the timer from its side. Okay. Here the timer, consider the timer from the client side when it starts transmitting the segment. It is to manage the error control and flow control. Okay. So these two segments are received by the server. Segment number or segment sequence number 8001 and segment sequence number 9001. Clear? Whenever it receives both the segments successfully, see, the server process receives the segments successfully, both the segments successfully. So what sequence number segment it sends? The sequence number or the segment sequence number 15001, because okay, it sends the sequence number or the segment with sequence number 15001, because this acknowledgement number is the 15001. That is the expectation of the client process. Clear? So this sequence number is 15001. See the acknowledgement number from the server side, which is corresponding to the byte number in this segment. That is the last byte, which is the 10,000. So that particular two segment containing the last byte as a 10,000, it receives successfully. Now it expects 10,001 sequence numbers segment. Okay, and its data part. Okay, so this concept is known as piggybacking, in which it sends the data plus acknowledgement. So it hook up the acknowledgement with the data. Clear? It hook up the acknowledgement with the data segment. So this concept is known as piggybacking. Clear? Now the data portion of this particular server segment is 15,001 to 17,000. Okay, 2000 byte segments sent from the server to client side. The client process now receive that segment successfully. It sends the another segment advertising its window size this. Okay. Okay. So the segment sent by the client side is this. Sequence number is 10,000. Okay. Because the scope of 10,000 sequence number is now ended here. So it can reuse that sequence number. Okay, how would we say that the scope of any sequence number is ended? Whenever a segment, whenever a party receives the segment and it sends the acknowledgement which represent x plus one segment, that particular time, that particular scope of that sequence number is ended there. Okay, so it can reuse that sequence number for another segment. So the sequence number is used by the client is 10,000, but the acknowledgement number is corresponding to the received segment. Here, the received segment contains the 2000 byte. The last byte number is 17,000. So the acknowledgement number is 17,001. Okay. In this case, it only advertise the window size. It does not send any type of data. Here, that is the example. It is possible that the client process sends the data part here. Okay, with this segment it also sends the data portion, but for example it's not sending the data in this segment. Clear? So it is the part of the second phase of the TCP, which is the data transfer phase. Now come to the next phase. The finished segment consumes one sequence number if it does not carry data. Now we come to the third phase of the TCP transmission. The third phase is the connection termination phase. Here, for connection termination phase, it uses the finish flag. Okay. So if it does not carry data, the finished segment consumes one sequence number if it does not carry data. That is the rule to specify the sequence number or use the sequence number by the segment. Now, the process which the particular TCP process used for establishing the connection is three-way handshaking. In this same way, it use the three-way handshaking process for connection termination. Okay, no one party directly terminate the connection before receiving the acknowledgement from the other party. So this process is also known as three-way handshaking for connection termination. Okay, so how this particular three-way handshaking for connection termination is followed by the TCP? See in this example, again the particular client process is in active close mode because it wants to terminate the connection or off the connection or release the connection from the client side. Okay, maybe possible that the client process does not have any data for the transmission, so it wants to terminate or release the connection. Okay, so in normal termination or releasing the connection, one any one party can send the finish statement or finish flag for sending the request to terminate the connection. Okay, so here in this case the client process sends the segment which contains the finish field to terminate the connection. Okay, it sends the sequence number corresponding to the previously received segment by the client. Again, it sends the acknowledgement, that is the successful receiving of the segment from the server side. So, with this sequence number and acknowledgement number, it also sends the finish statement. It does not carry data. For example, it does not carry data. Whenever it sends the finish statement and this finish segment is received by the server, and if that particular server does not have any data for the transmission, so it receives that particular segment successfully and sends the acknowledgement corresponding to this finish segment and sets its finish one flag. Why it is fin1? Because fin is used by the client process, so the next is fin1 is used by the server process. So like sync and sync1 plus acknowledgement, this is fin and fin1 plus acknowledgement. Okay, we have only 3 minutes left. If you have any doubt, please ask on personal chat or on Google Classroom. Now, whenever this finish statement is received by the server, it sends its finish one fin 1 plus acknowledgement, because acknowledgement shows that fin is received by the server successfully, fin segment is received by the server successfully, and it sends the uh, fin 1 from its side to terminate or to release the connection. So whenever it sends this fin 1 plus acknowledgement segment, it is in the passive close mode. Okay. Now there are two different mode of the server, that is passive open and passive close. Okay. Whenever a passive close mode is defined by the server, that means that particular connection is released by the server. Clear? So this segment is received by the client successfully. So it confirm the termination by sending this last acknowledgement. Okay, this last acknowledgement or this third segment is compulsory in three-way handshaking process. Either it is establishment phase or termination phase. Okay, this acknowledgement shows, the third acknowledgement segment shows that third acknowledgement phase shows that the connection is terminated by both the sides. Okay. Now Anjali is raising the hand. Hmm, okay. अंजलि कोई प्रॉब्लम है बेटा?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now this is the connection termination using three-way handshaking. Hope you all understand about the three-way handshaking phase of the TCP. Here, connection establishment in three-way handshaking, data transfer phase, and connection termination using three-way handshaking. Here. Now the FIN plus acknowledgement segment consumes one sequence number if it does not carry data. See that segment is FIN1 plus acknowledgement. If any type of finished segment is sent by the process, it consumes one sequence number. Okay, that consumes one sequence number. That means the sequence number is not used by any other segment from any other party until and unless it receives the acknowledgement from the other party that it got the sequence successfully, it got the segments successfully. So it is the meaning of that finish plus one acknowledgement segment consumes one sequence number if it does not carry data. Okay, now we finish the class.